Session
82.
82.
Yeah. Last time we played, big ass monster fight.
Yep.
Big ass monster fight.
Proper big.
As Lady Wren, as you learned after the fact, was encompassed by a creature from the Fey realm, a Cephalorn leech, which drove her crazy. Well, not really drove her crazy, more so encompassed and drained hers and Xandra's power to use it for their own devices to build their lair and feed off of magic users. And that was the whole. How many of her sessions I talked about her going crazy was she mentioned she tried to open a rift. She managed to break her collar, open a rift, and try and get her and Xandra out. And in her attempt to open a rift to a plane that she knew was safe, accidentally opened a rift to the Fey realm on the border of the what she referred to as the Refractorum, where the Cephalorn leech crawled through and immediately latched itself onto her person. And, she obviously rolled a shitty-ass con save, or wisdom save, or charisma save, whatever the save was. And it took possession of her and her powers. Her ability to dimension door, her ability to cast fireballs and cloud kills at her high level. And in the end, getting close to death, the Cephalorn leech detached and tried to run for the rift back to the Fey realm, to its home, to safety, and it was promptly destroyed. And then kind of afterwards just sort of like punted in. You all stand now in the basement, the prison of the Axel McCragen estate. With Xandra having just run down the stairs, Lady Wren sort of half collapsed against Zhoadel's arm as she was explaining all of this. And an odd, well, not an odd silence, since this whole place was silent up until the combat, but a new silence, a silence free of stress and tension. Amour Ventis. What are you doing, guys?
I could really go for some shawarma right now, you guys.
Classic. Is that Endgame? No.
Yeah.
What was the first one?
First one.
Oh, yeah.
Very first Avengers.
How's Lady Wren looking?
I am
she
just
look-
getting that pulled up here now.
Can we make sure she's not still possessed of some sort?
Make an insight check.
Any long-lasting ramifications of?
Oh, you did notice at the end of last session, because Zhoadel brought it up. She was like, "Oh, I hope her face isn't like that all the time." But it does seem that in the leeching of her powers, there are these long golden lines coming out from around her eyes, and her eyes now are a permanent state of glowing gold.
Oh shit.
But you can make an insight check.
Like no whites of her eyes, or just like the pupil?
The whole
22.
Oh.
22.
22. Yeah, she seems roughed up. She seems drained. She's still on her feet, holding on to Zhoadel, and she had managed to get this explanation about the Cephalorn leech out in advance. Weak. Doesn't seem like there's anything malicious going on within her still.
We don't have to worry about her.
Doesn't appear to be anything to worry about at this point. There's when you came down here, there was sort of that palpable magical tension.
Yeah.
And that sort of all seems to have dissipated at this point now.
Did the hair all inch its way into the rift after the leech, or is this floor still covered in hair?
It's covered in hair. It's no longer moving.
Oh, okay.
By chance, have you heard of the spell reincarnate?
I'm familiar with it.
I'm gonna drop the Zhoadel thing.
Oh. That explains the question.
Yeah.
What happened to you, love?
Trees.
I think you might need to elaborate a little
Yeah,
bit.
I don't want to. It's stupid.
Was there
She got bludgeoned to death by trees.
Yeah.
was there trees for 8 people?
No.
I mean, kinda.
Because you used to go out for me and hack down trees enough for 8 people to carry back for our walls and our caravans. You always did quite well.
How specific? I don't remember that. Oh,
They were
Yes.
they were walking trees, throwing
like
things.
ent something. I don't know.
Oh, that's right. That's a bit different.
Yeah.
She entered the afterlife, you could say.
Oh, my God.
Right out of the gate, Brett. Yeah, and it's gonna be particularly nasty if you piss them off, for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. Some.
But you still have your
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pinky.
Oh, yeah, that's purple.
Yep.
that's
Purple
what I
and like
used.
slightly bigger than all my other fingers.
Yeah, it's like your pinky's
Just
like
hit it with a
bigger
hammer.
than your middle finger. You got this like weird one really big.
It's not that long. It's not that big. It's not like I have like bugbear like forearm for pinky. I don't know.
Hit it with a hammer real hard.
Yeah. Hit him with a lead pipe. Did you see anything on the other side?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
We haven't heard this, have we?
no, really?
No. Go.
Oh.
You said, I think you came back and you said that you were just like on a rock burning.
Oh, yeah. I saw Zhoadel, like, in his eyes were looking at me.
Cool. What does he look like?
It was like shadowy. He was distant. He didn't seem very like.
Helpful. Didn't want to help you.
I don't know. Sort of. I don't know. It's been a while. No, you know. Yeah, but it's weird. From that point, I've been able to, like, minor, like, a little bit, but I've been able to, like, cast things. Obviously, I've never, like, researched it. Like, you know, I've never been interested in your magics, but it's just been, like, a side effect since then.
Well, most of the time.
Oh! And I'm gonna show her the scar.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. That's pretty good. Hold on, I gotta pull up her character for an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Yeah, when I was, like, revived
Arcania
or
or
resuscitated
Arcania?
or whatever,
Oh,
I was being chased by this, like, demon out of hell, and it, like, gouged me.
From my understanding of things, the devils don't particularly want to let the souls get back out again.
Yeah. Seems like them and Cole have that in common.
There she is.
very cool guy.
I keep. You gonna do this all night?
Yes.
Yeah, I loved the. Yes.
Sometimes you just find your lane every now and then.
Oh my god. She has a plus 15 to Arcana.
Oh my God.
So that's a natural 18 plus 15. So, you know.
33.
Turkey
plus
tree.
30 plus, yeah.
I get that sometimes. I hide. Yeah.
Yeah, I. I think she's gone.
Does she know what it is?
Yeah, I'm just writing. I'm making a note for myself.
This music feels very, like, after school special type, like. Feels like I'm.
I'm actually I'm familiar with such a band.
Really?
I've seen one other individual, another wizard, one who trained me,
Really?
that Mark, who would also come back.
I thought it was just, like. Is it, like, a special mark, or does it just happen to be the same?
Oh, it looks very similar.
Huh.
It looks like the claws of one of the gatekeepers, a great devil in hell, one of the great devil leaders,
Oh.
by the name of Fakanan.
Fuck Hannon?
Fakanan.
Who's Annan? What did he do? Sorry.
Yes.
I've missed your wit. Zhoadel,
Sorry,
I've missed-
claws of the gatekeeper.
Claws of a gatekeeper, one of the lords of hell, the hells. F-A-K-K-A-A-N-A.
Oh my gosh, no.
It's the Mississippi of names.
A-A.
F-A-K-K-A-A-N-A-N.
Wow.
Okay.
Fakanen.
F-A-K-K-A-A-N-N-A-A.
Just one N at the end.
N. F-A-K-K-A-A-N-N-A-N.
N.
F-A-K-K-A-A-N-A-N.
N-A-N.
It's like Fakanen. Fakanen.
Fakanen.
Fakanen.
Fakan.
Emphasis on syllables.
I don't make the names. I'm just an NPC.
That's how good your Arcana was? You were able to be like, oh, I'm not real.
Somebody else is speaking through me. Don't
It's like the opposite of a fourth wall break.
It's a 16th wall break.
It was
A
Lord.
1/4 wall break.
Was it Lord Farquaad? I was gonna say Farquaad. That's all right.
I heard Farquaad coming.
Is it a lord or is it a king or is it just a mister?
He's a lord.
A lord.
He's a lord of the hills.
The gatekeeper is a lord?
He's one of the gatekeepers. There are sort of like lesser gatekeepers. Those who ferry the souls, track them back from when they've been pulled back into this realm. But there are great devils, great fiends in the Nine Hells. And eventually, every now and then, they take a keen interest in a soul and have
Like Kage's dad.
designs to keep them there.
He wouldn't happen to have like a grudge against me now, would he?
If you're marked by them, I would imagine so.
So basically what you're saying is don't die again?
I wouldn't recommend it.
No. Who was the person that trained you that also was marked?
Would I know this?
I don't actually think this would have come up in
And,
your cast.
I mean, can I make like a
Lady
history check
Wren
or
is a
anything?
wizard?
You're not entirely sure yet.
Okay.
Well, my master, he was of the Alanus family.
Can I make a history check? Would I know that?
You can make a history check. It'd be really high DC.
Okay.
No.
Like, can you beat a 28? Do you have inspiration?
No, we used it to get here.
Man, I was just listening back to when you guys were in Fort Foreign, and I was like had zero shit prepped, and I was writing down like businesses and names and stuff, and there was the guy Cashit, Allen.
Shout out.
Cash
And
Allen.
I just re-listened to that, and I could not believe how that sailed over my head. And then you were like, an apt name for a
merchant.
A merchant.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, sure. And you were like, cash it all in. I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Come on.
How did I do that without knowing I did that?
Yeah, that seemed pretty on the nose to me.
Oh
so-
man, no, total fucking fluke. I laughed my ass off about that earlier today. He was of the Alanus family.
Morissette.
No, Alanus.
Shout it out.
Sorry, it's Alanus, not Alanus. Alanus.
Are they a known family of magic users?
Well, as far as I know, it's been sort of a singular bloodline, sort of keeping to themselves up here in northern Dorelium.
Like incest.
Not particularly.
Oh.
I know that's.
So not.
I know as a half orc. Or
No, what, no.
former half orc. That's probably where your mind would go, but
What? No, you. I was just. You said
Shots
like
fired.
alone in the mountain. Well.
no, not the mountains, just northern Dorelium.
Okay, we could have just said no. Whatever.
I've missed you.
Yeah.
I've missed ribbing you. She gives you a hug.
Oh, right.
She is significantly shorter than you. She's like 5'6".
Oh wait. that guy, his last name was Elanus, wasn't it?
Who's?
Lord. Oh, that's a first name, not a last name. Never mind. Lord Elanus Esquire. The third.
I think that was
The
like
guy-
his third name of
the guy
6.
that-
Or,
The guy that took the genie. Wasn't that his name?
He took a genie?
Wasn't that his name?
I'm not the one with
Are
the
you talking
notebook.
about Josiah
Above
Lord?
table.
Just-
Wasn't that his
Are
name?
you talking about Josiah Lorley?
Yeah. Do you know where he lives?
I know where he keeps his tower.
Can you point us in the right direction?
I mean, can we get out of this dungeon first?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josiah Laurelinus III, Esquire.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, told me everything I know.
Are we going,
Really?
Are we going out of the basement now?
You can be making your way.
Wait,
Did you
he
just
was
come up with that on the spot? Is he the guy with the other mark?
No, he's the guy. He's the guy that has the genie.
Gene!
That's
Yeah,
still-
but she just said that he taught her everything she knows, and she was saying that the mark that she knows that somebody else has was on the person that taught her. So
Okay.
I'm
No,
not-
it's the guy.
the guy with the mark is fucking fucknuts with the genie.
Yeah.
That's why I was a little sad Ski wasn't here because Josiah Laurelee Elanus III Esquire got Ski ripped out of his gourd on the Harrow's Herb the first time you guys met him.
Talking about his Aunt Jean.
He was looking for his Aunt Jean. I was looking for my Jean. Yeah, I mean my Aunt Jean. Yeah, and Falconer was like laying in the back of your guys' first wagon, just like, I'm seeing sounds.
Yeah, he was very lifted.
Do you know if there's...
Had you planned that?
Oh yeah, for fucking ever ago.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't even know how do you spell Josiah.
Oh my God! It's not Josiah. It's not
J-O-S-I.
Josiah. It's Josiah Laurelee.
Oh, it's all one word.
Josiah Laurelee Elanus III Esquire.
Okay, I thought it was 3 names, not one whole name.
Let me pull it up.
I probably have it written down somewhere, but we met him a long time ago.
Session 15, baby.
Oh, really?
Wow. That's when we were in the woods in the cart.
This was the session before you guys, or no, it was the session that you guys went into the Oran Crags.
Yep, I remember that.
Because it was...
That's when we met the pony.
You met the pony right before...
Snuffles.
Yeah,
Snuffles.
no, Snuffles.
That was right after I think we were in the Orange Crags.
Snuffles.
Wasn't it?
No, we met Snuffles on the way on the road. So we met
Snuffles was right
and-
before the Owl Dungeon. Which...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so...
Snuffles was on the other side of the Oran Crags. The genie guy was before the Oran Crags.
Did I write
Yeah,
down his name?
that sounds right. Long threads. Pulling them. How many sessions are we later?
I don't know.
I mean, that's at least
math
67.
How am I the math kid?
Because you're the only one that actively has to do it anymore.
No.
I do math every day.
Talk to me semester 1. Semester 2, I do
Basic
no
addition, subtraction, and division.
I do
And
math.
calculating interest.
I do basic adding dice twice a week.
Sounds like a word count.
As we're heading,
Josiah Laurelee Elanus III Esquire. If you're ready for the spelling.
Okay. Yep.
G.
Oh, wow, I lost it.
I'm out.
One letter in. Fuck, I'm done, man. G. I'm just gonna call him G from now on.
What's up, G-Money?
G-E-S-I-A-L-O-R-A-L-I-E. Josiah Laurelee.
Wow.
That's his first name.
What a
Yeah.
name.
Second name, Elanus. A-L-A-L
Oh, it's an
anus.
Very on the body, on the booty.
And then, 3 lowercase L's for the third.
I always thought it was 3 uppercase I's.
Yeah, that's... You're
It
right.
totally is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, me and the gum chewing bird will go fuck ourselves, alright? Josiah Laurelee Elanus III Esquire.
And he is the
ancient ass wizard that you guys came across one time who was on his way to find his genie. I mean my Aunt Jean!
ancient Doobie Brothers
Who's
wizard.
it?
He wasn't a gnome. That was the other
No,
guy.
he was a human.
He was human.
Oh, you're thinking of in the
Yeah, the guy that came up out of the ground.
Yep, in the Eder King maze. That
Mole
was
man.
Nibblebottom. Jaspier Nibblebottom.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gave us something. What did he give us?
He gave us a couple things. You
He
did
was
little,
a copper dragon, wasn't he?
You don't know
Yeah.
that. I told you that above table.
No, yeah.
But like, because at some point somebody was like, "Oh, what does this little hand crossbow look like?
was
could
doing
we,
all the
could we
riddles.
steal that?"
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "That'll be a TPK right there."
Oh yeah, we were in the forest.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the home out of the
You
ground.
guys had to do the little
Yeah,
puzzle to get his
yeah.
home out, and then he was just like, "Let's do some riddles."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the riddle.
Almost fucked it. Yep.
What's
Yeah, give me something.
It's Dakamos and
Or Oriana and Dakamos.
Oriana.
And they are a yellow and an orange tiefling, if I'm not much mistaken. Twin brothers.
What are they
Oh,
from?
I thought.
So I'd like to re-spool this
That
thread
one
here. So
was
you're
a
saying
check.
that the claw scar on Zhoadel's back is also the claw scar that's on G-Money.
Yep.
And it just so happens that he taught everything that Lady Wren knows.
Who
Correct.
was like my friend back before I met G-Money.
And I'm here for that. That's fun.
Yeah.
Who stole the genie from the tieflings at Puzzles?
Wow. Small world. Not
So-
really. But still.
So, based off of what Magnus told you before Magnus left, the tieflings, because Magnus had 2 solo episodes or sessions, and he found out that Oriana and Dakamos were part of a, because the tieflings in Durelium were slavers, so they were part of a slaving family, and they didn't want to slave anymore, and so they were then being enslaved, and then they managed to escape, found their way to this tower, stole this interesting looking bottle lamp thing, used some of its power to get them to Calliope, and they started this business with Django. Django is the genie.
Django's the genie.
And
yeah.
so Jesiah Loreley, after all that time, went hunting and using this interesting little device he had to try and find where his genie was, found Django, and then in Magnus's sessions, he had come back when you guys were all off to Zhuknak Muktal, and he saw like, oh, Puzzles is all fucked up. I'm gonna go see what's going on. And they were like, oh yeah, like our patron got kidnapped. Our patron is gone. This guy came and fucked us up and took our
Right.
patron. And then Magnus was like, oh, can you come and help me? And they're like, no, all of our power is sapped because he was our patron, not our boss, but the person that we get our powers from as warlocks. And so yeah, they were just kind of left high and dry as regular individuals, and Magnus helped fix up the shop. And after the fact, they were just like, yeah, if you can bring Django back, like, we don't want anything from him other than to make sure he's safe. Full circle.
Sick.
And that was like back session
go steal a genie.
Session 25 you died? It's 24, something like that.
So is Django? So here's a question: Is Django
Magnus is
chained
alive.
still or unchained?
34.
Technically. Depending on the
Let me
context,
let me
I guess.
get Jamie Foxx on the
Chained or
phone.
Yeah.
You're not entirely sure.
Yeah, Genie Warlock packed the
Magnus
chain.
died. Session 24.
And then I got
Actual.
Unchained, Django Unchained.
Boom.
Wow. You guys are great. Making connections where my brain hasn't. You don't know. You don't know if he's chained, unchained. You know that he's gone, and that the previous owner of his Rub My Lamp has got him again.
I mean, other than the fact that Puzzles was a pretty sick bar, is that not a good thing? I mean,
But we told them we would get him back.
yeah. But did we know that they used it in to get home, and then they got home.
It depends on if he likes it in the lamp, you know?
Yeah,
If he hates it in the lamp, it's probably best he's not in the
If
lamp.
just that Loreley is treating him like trash,
Then yeah.
he might be better off with the tieflings.
Mm.
living a free life.
As we're heading back upstairs, I'm gonna mosey up to Zhoadel.
Big Mosey energy.
Ted Mosby energy.
So, does your party have this stuff happen to them all the time?
This stuff what?
Crazy hair demons, genies.
All the time.
I mean, yes, as in oddities. No, as in specific hair demons. I think this is the first hair demon
This
we
is
found.
the first hair demon.
First hair demon we found. This is the first one. Odd things have happened. First hair demon, though. Go.
There's so much more to this world. I'm so used to, just hunting for my food, taking the odd job to make a little bit of coin. I was not anticipating any of this. Also, what does incest mean?
It's like,
What a role reversal. This is birds and bees, but the opposite. It's fascinating.
well, it's not good. Alright, what does incest mean?
Rawson's gonna walk up and just be like, "You fuck your siblings."
Oh, what?
Yeah, when
It's
you
when
have,
you do the nasty with your siblings or your parents or kids, I suppose. But fuck, that's even
when
worse.
you have offspring with your family,
You don't even need to have fucking kids.
I guess.
I spent a lot
I mean,
of
you
time
can fuck your
in-
kids, but you don't need to have kids.
I spent a lot
That's
of time.
all. It's all incest.
It's all fish.
I've spent a lot of time in the woods with many different types of animals, and I've seen that happen all the time. It's not normal.
No.
It just limits the gene pool, and then you start growing weird things in weird places. So to keep things
More diversified.
not
Okay.
fucked.
Not fucked. Oh, you didn't see the
oh,
horse.
that's probably why the horse is like that.
It's all fucked.
This world is very strange.
We should have seen fucked.
It's still one of my favorite clips to listen to. Because I just couldn't come up with a name. I was like, this one's just fucked.
Do you have? I'm sure you do. If not, it's definitely a thing that should happen. Is like a greatest hits so far, like a clipped bank of
man.
like some of the best hits.
I started doing like a slow your roll Instagram, and I was going through and I was cutting clips out and saving them, and it got a little monotonous for me. But I did, because there was I'm not going to tell you what it was, but there was I'll remind you of what it was when this comes up, because you guys started referencing a very specific thing throughout the entire first 25, 30-ish sessions that I had already planned for the campaign. And so I really wanted to go back and get each one of those clips, because it was like 5, 10 seconds, 15 seconds at a time, and I wanted to montage them all together to when it happens.
Like the two brothers.
Like the two brothers, yeah, stuff like that. There was one in particular where I was just like, holy shit, like this is session 3. They already called me out on like what was going to be session 100 something. And
Dale.
I mean, we obviously
Yeah.
don't remember, so.
no, that's why I'm not going into specifics, because I wrote it down on this whiteboard that I have kept here and not removed since.
Fun.
So I'm talking like over a year I've had this whiteboard back here with what you guys were referencing on it that I had
Cool.
already planned, and it's staying right there.
That's fun.
Because I was like, I cannot believe that you guys just kept bringing it up. And I was like, I haven't told them shit about this.
See, I was just thinking about the comedy of it all. Just put it in a Google Drive
Just a
or
montage
just
for
Yeah,
all of us
oh,
for posterity.
Yeah.
I would love to do that.
I mean, yeah, if you're ever like re-listening to a session and you come across a joke that makes you laugh while you're listening to it.
oh, all the time.
Yeah.
I'll.
Because there have been some like really, really funny moments.
At this point, going back to re-listen, like I can barely keep up with the current sessions. Oh, hey, that was a cat.
Yeah, I mean, I that's a lot of content to go through. If you start it now, though, we can get all future moments going forward.
That's true.
Yep.
That's true.
Even the ones that you've been like sending to us like on WhatsApp every once in a while, like the little like videos.
Yeah, those are when I'm like editing, right? So I come across stuff, and yeah, I could
Okay,
keep
so-
those.
Yeah, like the from the rafters moments and like all
Yeah,
of that stuff.
Just
you know,
like
it's just super,
the
super
Veridin talking to Ski, like, oh hey, I think I might be your dad, like shit like that.
good. Yeah. Anyway. Tangent.
You gonna be okay?
I inhaled a little bit of my spit there. Yeah, I'm not a fish after all. Okay, so we were at Josiah Laurelinus III Esquire.
Yeah, where does he live from here?
Well, he's got sort of like a squat little tower, sort of to the northwest of here, right along where the sea between Dorelium and the Shelf is. I gotta get better at remembering my ocean names.
So like,
The Sea of Ash.
Sea shelf by the seashore.
Not that sea. That sea's terrible. You go into the Sea of Ash, you're lucky you can come out with your life.
By the way.
The Dry Dire Sea.
Hello. Sorry, I was late. I was in an appointment that
All
ran
good,
over the
all good,
what I
man.
was supposed to do.
No, glad to see you.
Also, test. I don't sound like shit. It's all good.
You're
No,
good,
it's
yeah.
certified
Okay,
non-shit.
good. I'm still
North-
figuring out this setup. Thanks.
So yeah, north of Dorelium. Oh my god.
you want me to?
Yep, I want your help. Just hold that one.
We're at.
Alright, so you guys are at Norse.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Norse. And she says his tower is sort of to the northwest. So somewhere in and around here. Just on the coast of the Dry Dire Sea. Right before the Shelf.
That's right, Tony.
For clarity, is the shelf just basically like North Antarctica? Like it's just like a giant ass piece
It is
of...
the ice
Okay,
shelf.
cool.
Yeah.
Would we know about if there's like that town? Would we know about anything like that?
That's not a town.
Oh, what's this?
That's a unit of measurement.
Oh shoot.
From here to here is 4,320 miles.
Gotcha.
Dang.
Okay.
That's enough.
Are there
Alright,
any
so
towns
he
around
doesn't
there?
live
Oh, lots.
that
Oh,
close.
yeah. Yeah, like smaller, right? Like not big cities. At that point, you're getting into a lot of, just like when you guys were in for forum. In the northern side of things, a lot less military controlled because they lose too many people to frostbite and to just the climate. So a lot of what the monster policing is that goes on up there is a heavy partnership with the Alimanum Hawk Bestialum, which is where you guys met Boblin.
Dude, Gwen, yesterday we were at Mom and Dad's. It was our mom's birthday on Sunday, and we were talking about D&D, and she was just like, his name's Boblin. Like Boblin the Goblin? We're like, exactly, Boblin the Goblin.
Yeah, we didn't even tell her what race you were. She just like plucked it out of the air.
Yeah, it was so good. So good.
Your mom knows.
Yeah.
She gets
She
it.
knows best.
She heckin' gets that.
Oh, well, Sandra,
You probably want some fresh air.
well, I would love some fresh air. First, I'd like a change of clothes. These ones smell like burnt hair.
Mm.
Yeah.
They do.
Zhoadel, if you could take the lead here, I'll hold your arm. We get up to my chambers.
Okay.
Zhoadel starts to lead the way up through the museum portion, past the servants' stairs, up the main set of stairs, up another level, up to the third and final level.
While we go, I'm gonna like recount some just like not like happy stories. None of them are like happy, but sort of just like. So yeah, when I was here, for one day specifically, there was like a plant here that I had never seen before, and it was like a potted plant. And then the next day, I came back to like dust it or whatever. I don't know what I was doing, and it wasn't there anymore. And I never saw it ever again.
Oh.
And I just like I'll tell stories
Keep
of like things, and this is where I fell down the stairs, and it just so happened that at the bottom of the stairs there was
Potted plant.
no I fell down. Shoot, it was like
Wasn't that when you rolled into the maid?
that's it. Yeah, and she was carrying like
Bunch of hot tea, I believe.
yeah.
That would have hurt.
Yeah.
Sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
Did she die?
Did you fall on her, or
So
did you
have you seen
get
that Family
covered
Guy
in
intro
tea?
where they're it's like the same intro, but while Peter's going up the stairs, he falls on to like one of it was like
Yep.
it was sort of like that.
Ski would know too if he was here.
Like I may have heard the word punctured lung. People throw words around. I haven't seen her since then.
Happens.
Yep.
Stairs get the best of all of us sometimes.
This is a porridge stain. And we're here.
Right, so here we are, the bedchambers. She opens it up, and it is immaculate. Xandra has been cleaning, and Xandra sort of like pushes in, leads the way, and she's still like kind of
Shuffling.
post-traumatic stressing, like cleaning things, like just very habitual. This Lady Wren comes in and she goes over to her closet, and all of her clothes are kept intact, and she pulls out what was she wearing? She pulls out like this nice like purple and pink and white dress, and oh yeah, that's her. Purple, pink, and white. Cool, nailed it in one. And she starts riding her Velociraptor.
Nice.
So much velocity.
And she closes herself up in there for a minute to get changed. And when she comes out, she's got this very nice comb. She's like brushing the knots out of her actual hair, which is a little bit shorter than you are used to seeing her with, because it's like the Cephalorn took a little bit with it.
Freaking hair demon.
Yeah, hair demons, they'll be a thing. And wait, well, unless you've got something else you need to wrap up here, Zhoadel, I think I'm done with this place.
If you guys weren't here, I would have torched this place the moment I stepped out of here.
That's my girl. Just have a few things to get here, and she moves over towards the side of the master bed, and she takes a picture down, and behind there's a big old wall safe.
Nice.
And she cracks it open. And Lady Wren has a hidden cubby. Least I can do for you is I've got a couple of trinkets I could definitely pass your way. This ring here, and she hands out this ring with the sort of a cubic zirconium sort of gemstone in it. That's words, right?
Yep.
It's like fake diamond.
Yeah, it looks like a diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever wants it, this will just help a little bit with your. It makes you a little bit harder to hit in combat.
Ooh. Probably Ren.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you didn't actually introduce me to all your friends.
Oh right. Okay. This is Ren.
I'm over by her closet just looking at things.
She is
Darn.
wolves.
Darling, take anything you like.
Really?
I'm not coming back here. I doubt the Durellium's going to give me any more budget for dresses anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like 400 dresses and like pantsuits and pencil
Oh,
skirts and blouses.
Pantsuit for
and
sure.
Belly shirts for the summer, which never comes. They look like they've never been worn.
Yeah, Ren's
Price tags on them.
Yeah.
Ren's been with us for just about like a month, less than that, like a week.
No, it would have taken us a little
No.
bit to get up here.
Yeah, like
Pretty close to a month.
circa a month. She got these cool wolves, white ones, outie, black ones, skull, cool wolves, blah 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 blah. Were you conscious during the fight? Could you see everything?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Sorry
the
about
wolves are
that.
cool.
I remember the wolves.
Yeah, they were pretty sweet. Arya, druid, super
Hello.
cool. Turns into
I was
animals.
invisible most of the fight, so
I
you
could
probably
actually,
didn't see
I could
me.
feel you more than I could see you.
Mm.
I could sense your little footsteps on the ground. Sort of like a tremor sense sort of ability that the Cephalorn Leech was granted.
That's Rostin. He's our dwarven fighter, artificer, tinkerer guy. He's got inventions, and he's also sort of.
He made you your armor?
He did.
Also, like a bit of a rough and tumble scientist.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did that come through?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
We got the girl.
Well, pleasure to make your acquaintance, Rostin. I must say you've got a considerably shorter beard than most dwarves I'm used to dealing with.
Yeah, it burns off sometimes.
What's the word? Not tricks of the trade. Hazards of the trade. And I just pull out a vial of fire wine and then just tuck it away.
Okay, yeah. Well, he seems like a bit of a dangerous one.
Yep.
Okay.
This here is Falconer. He's paladin. He's shiny, and he
Falconer Rosehart. Falconer Rosehart. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lady. And he takes her hand and, like, as a paladin and a proper knight would, bends a knee and kisses her on the top of the head.
Okay, we get it. Jeez. Okay, this one's Boblin. He's also been with us for like a month. But
Falconer
he's,
punches you in the face.
I catch it and I twist his arm backwards. Ah!
I roll a nat 20 on the punch. What's your armor class?
Classic Falconer.
I am going to cast Shield. I punch it out of the way.
What's your armor class?
It's 17 plus 5 because of Shield.
I think a plus 20 plus whatever Falconer.
Oh shoot! Nat 20. Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
I don't cast Shield.
It's not like a hard. It's not like you'll take 1 point of bludgeoning damage where you're like, okay, Falconer, and then he just sort of like gives you one of these. She's like, yeah, I can see why you get along with him.
Is he not shiny, you guys?
Certified shiny.
Exactly. Yeah, peace, blue. Boblin with us for a month. Really cool. He's got these animals and stuff that he throws, and he can.
Mostly scorpions.
Yeah, scorpions. Oh, he has like a bag of
Scorpions
scorpions.
are my favourite, yeah.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you, Boblin. I must say,
Hello.
that is quite the attire you've got on there.
Thank you very much.
Quite
Know
a-
myself.
Goblin, would you like a dress? You look over, both my wolves are just standing there and they're just covered in clothes. Okay, hold this one, and you hold this one.
This one's Riordan. Technically, him and Falconer are half brothers, full brothers. Yeah, half brothers.
Oh,
Uh,
interesting.
He is like the sneakiest guy I've ever seen and not seen because he can be both at the same time somehow.
Always loved your way with words. It's a pleasure to meet you, Raiden.
I'm Zhoadel. I have like swords and stuff, and I got this ice sword, and it does like the ice blade.
All the
and-
candles in the room go out. It's pitch black.
Damn it! Shoot. Yeah, it does that. Oh god.
Do we have broomsticks though?
Okay, well, shoot. Oh, wait. Firebolt. I'm gonna.
Start
Yeah.
the house on fire.
roll an attack.
I think it's
Firebolt
candle,
to
yeah.
light candles.
+8. Ooh.
There's no eye in team, but there's 6 eyes, and I don't care how big the room is. I cast fireball.
11.
11 hits.
Nice.
That's a stationary object, armor class of 10. So you're like, oh, fireball, and one of the candles is lit. Oh, now I see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, there's shoes in here too.
Darling, trust me, those platforms, they might look a little bit hard to walk in, but they make your calves look stunning.
Hey,
The platform shoes.
yes. I'm taking these, for sure.
Help yourself. I didn't pay for it. I'm getting into your accent now. I didn't pay for any of it.
Well, that's exciting.
So she pops up in this. She's
Yeah,
got
what's in the safe?
Right.
a ring of protection.
What's in the safe?
There's this head from this servant that was real shitty. Her name was Gwen.
Oh, wow.
You said what's in the safe.
I love it. Yeah.
That's the one I fell on.
Oh no! You told me you weren't going to say anything. We had to cover it up.
I thought it. You said it.
I got Russian there for a second. Oh my god, where are my accents? Rostenkriegstone. So there's the ring of protection. I've got this scroll. Sorry, you said your name was Riordan.
Yep. Vamora.
Vamora.
Yes, ma'am.
I think I might have come across one of your family members at some point in the past.
My father and mother definitely adventured quite extensively before
Full-
I was around. Yes.
Full Alvin.
Yes, ma'am. Yep.
Eveline?
Yep. That's my mother.
Interesting. That's quite interesting. Yeah, she travelled through here when I was just a girl. Not through here particularly, but through the north. She was trying to catch charter out to the western continent.
Airline is her name.
Airline?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, I couldn't remember exactly either. But
She was trying to catch an airline to the.
Yeah. Airline, Galenia. Airline. Yeah, she was trying to catch charter out to the western continent. She was here on a bit of a diplomatic event, if I'm not much mistaken. Something about her and the relation to the Queen in Urania.
Yep.
This is new news to you. Something about her relation to the Queen of Urania, the High Elven's Forest.
You don't say. She's never mentioned anything specifically of political reasons, but I can say what I do know is that she's been taken
Oh, I'm sorry to hear
from
that.
a drow priestess with a dragon.
I can't remember her name. I think another one you're talking about.
Yeah.
There was a great discussion here long ago when I was just a wee girl, but I remember I snuck out of my bedchambers. I might have been 10 or 12 years old. I remember those names in your mother. If that's who she was, Arlene. Beautiful, beautiful elven woman, the first elven woman I ever saw. And I remember her talking about some relation to the Queen of Urania and her quest to go out to the western continent.
Relation like how?
I don't quite remember. That was 20-some years ago. I just remember her beauty and the snippets of conversation, the words, her name and the places she'd gone were so beautiful.
She is a quite extraordinary woman. She's quite revered at home, around our parts, for sure.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that she was taken. At any rate,
Father's going to look for her now, and we've been in contact recently, so that's part of what keeps me out in the world is finding answers and finding her and I guess them ultimately, uniting the family back together. Yeah.
It's about all we can do at this point.
Mm-hmm.
At any rate, I do have something that was left behind by her.
Oh, you don't say.
It was passed down from my father to my uncle and then to myself. My uncle was quite a bit younger. And if you happen to share any of her dazzling propensities, I think this might also help you out in your future.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives you 2 scrolls.
Oh.
And these would just be custom items because they'll be, once you level up, there'll be stuff you'll be able to access automatically.
Okay, custom item.
So she gives you a scroll of, oh my god, what's it called? Galenia's Crystal Arrow.
Scroll of Golden. Okay.
And she gives you a scroll of Chromatic Orb. Xander, you are a miracle worker, man. That boy doesn't cuddle with anybody, and you have put in more hours with him in the last...
I was just thinking about that. I was like, dang, Tony is really just chilling with Xander, just like...
In the last 2 D&D
Yeah.
sessions, Tony has cuddled with Xander more than he's cuddled with Krista and I in like the last 4 years.
No.
I'm telling you, it's because of the
That's
pat
awesome.
advice. He loves the pats like
I've-
so much.
I've been doing it to him too, man. Like he doesn't cuddle with me though.
Yeah.
He just likes your vibe, man.
Literally, you just
And your
pat him
smell.
on the butt and he is happy.
Actually, I kind of shortchanged myself on that interaction. I need a book because she's going to give you more scrolls.
Heck yeah!
Because
More scrolls, more scrolls.
when you start as a wizard, because you're going to be multiclassing, when you start as a wizard, you basically come from a background where you've been taught stuff. And so you automatically know your cantrips, and you automatically know 6 first level spells.
Can I tattoo them?
The cantrips you can.
Yeah.
So wizards don't get to change their cantrips. Like Arya and Magnus, they got to like be able to swap out cantrips. Artificers also, because they're sort of a wizard base, they can only swap cantrips when they level up. Then they can choose to swap one for another.
Mm-hmm.
Wizards pick their cantrips right out of the gate, and then that's all the cantrips you get. So yeah, absolutely, those
Love
like
it.
tattoo them up the arms because those are the ones you can use on repeat. The rest of it though has to be in a book because you have to like prepare and write down or memorize what spells you're using day to day.
Shit, tattoos is loving that.
But yeah, I mean, you get more cantrips as you go along, so you can just lines of cantrips. So my first thought with Galenia's Crystal Arrow was like, you know, it's up your archer arm, so then you pull an arrow and just like boop, and then let her go.
Heck yeah.
Don't feel any different.
Put it on, and I can like give you like a.
Okay, I mean, just lightly,
Lightly.
without the ring. Try.
Okay. I'm gonna do one of those like professional like slapper slaps.
Roll me a d6.
Ow! I said not so hard.
Not so hard.
Okay,
Fine.
now I put the ring on. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try and hit her with the ring on.
She gives you a scroll of color spray.
It feels the same.
It felt a little different to me, but maybe that's just because I'm too good, and maybe it's because you're
It's a
not
scroll,
moving.
Yeah, so just custom items for now. Yeah. Because once you level up, you'll be able to see these spells, but they also still have to be like put into like transcribed into your wizard's book.
Okay.
And like you could even get fucking weird with your wizard's book too. Like it could be freaking like sticky notes or some shit. Like it just has to be on a certain quality of parchment with a certain quality of ink. Roll me 2d6s. This will be spell number 3.
2 5s.
You get a scroll of false life.
Indeed.
3d6s. Oh, wait, that was 2? Yeah,
Yep.
3d6s. I know you got them.
Okay.
Mr. Sneak Attack.
Many. Do they have to go in a particular order or just the total?
Yeah, just the total.
13.
Okay. You get a scroll of fog cloud.
That'll help with sneaking.
That will. It's like, where did this fog come from? I'm dead.
A scroll of John Cena? Yes, fog cloud.
Okay, we got 2 more of these left, so now give me 5d6s.
Okay, I'm just gonna use the chunky boys.
Do the chonky boys. Trust me, I thought about you like getting things for your wizard book for a long time, man.
Good. 15.
15, so that was 13, 14, 15. You get a scroll of identify.
Okay.
That's pretty nice.
It's a good spell.
It's pretty
Now that
nice.
Brett is going, or Riordan is going to have it, I am going to start taking away the ability to identify things over a short rest.
Alright.
Since we didn't have anybody that could actively do it, and technically the book says that you can. No, roll me 7d6.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Actually, no, roll me 8d6.
Okay.
Damn.
Because we're not even halfway through this first level of, like, level 1 spells.
Ren put on the
How many
ring.
did you say 8?
8d6.
Ren put on the ring, and then I tried to slap Ren. Did it affect?
We'll find out in a minute.
Good.
20. Or sorry, 21.
I will give you a choice here.
Okay.
It'll be a 3-way choice.
Wow.
Would you like, and you don't get to look them up, would you like protection from good and evil, shield, or unseen servant? Protection from good and evil,
Okay.
shield, or unseen servant.
And these are not scrolls, but level 1 spells?
So they're scrolls, and they're level 1 spells, but you will have to transcribe them into
Yeah, I
your
get
wizard's
that.
book. Yeah. Yep.
So not cantrips.
No.
Nope. You.
So
Yeah, your cantrips will kind of come.
say them
You've seen
again.
Zhoadel cast shield.
Protection from good and evil.
Oh yeah, you have the shielding. You just tried to use that.
Yeah, you,
okay.
you might have seen Magnus or Falconer cast protection from good and evil.
When would that have been?
There was some times. But
I don't remember that.
there were some good times. There were some bad times.
Whiskey drink.
Lager drink.
I mean, Falconer might be able to tell you what it does.
Boy, elven boy.
And then
All right,
what was
so
the last one?
actually, well, no, this is sort of like a just Brett gets to pick. So it's protection from good and evil, shield, or unseen servant. Just based off of you hearing them, I want you to pick.
Protection from good and evil. What would Riordan pick? Probably. Oh man. I think.
I stalled
based
them out.
off- No, I'm just trying to think of the backstory and probably what he would do. I think because of the PTSD, I think he'd go protection from good and evil.
Okay.
From like his home burning down from evil.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then seeing like
Mr. Zhoadel. And,
and just like some of that crazy. I think he would go with protection
Okay.
from good and evil.
Add a
Yeah.
scroll for protection from good and evil. And then when you actually level up, what I was planning to do was your cantrips will sort of start to come to you naturally, sort of like a little bit of study, a little bit of bloodline. But you definitely have Galenia's crystal arrow, what was it called?
Yep.
Yeah.
So scroll of protection from good and evil.
You touch an arrow or bolt and create a wider crystal blade over the arrowhead. When a target is hit by a ranged weapon attack using the arrow, the target takes an extra 1d6 piercing damage as the crystal shatters within the creature. Spell's magic ends when the arrow ends on the arrow when it hits, or at the end of the round.
Is
That's
it a
fine.
bonus action?
Yeah, I
to
was about to-
cast?
Oh, it is a bonus action.
Oh, okay, cool. That's dope.
nice.
Yeah, so like draw, tap,
Yeah,
release.
definitely.
Is it like
That's-
concentration, like a paladin's smite would be?
No, it's just an
Ooh,
instantaneous
nice.
transmutation spell.
Pop, pop.
It's a
It only
cantrip?
lasts for like 6 seconds though.
No, I think it's first.
Oh,
Oh, is it a cantrip? No, I think it was first level.
Galenia's crystal arrow.
yeah, just
Can-
curious.
cantrip.
I thought it was cantrip. Yeah.
Shoo!
That's
Damn.
dope.
So like yeah, you
Quick draw McGraw.
pull a bow or pull an arrow, you tap it, it gets like a slightly larger crystal arrowhead, and then if you hit, then it does extra damage.
That's
Otherwise, like
sick.
then that it's gone. If you miss, then it also just shatters and it's done.
And that's
But it's a
1d6.
cantrip. You can do it every round.
Yeah.
That's sick.
1d6 Swarovski damage with that crit. So,
Yeah.
Sylvester, Krista.
Yeah. Sweet.
First earrings I ever bought were Swarovski earrings. They're still on my testicles today.
Lots to unpack there.
Are they studs?
No.
No, they're boobs.
That would hurt so bad.
They're like these great bit now.
Oh, God.
All right. Hey, so I hope that those can help you.
I thank you so much. Yeah,
You got just like arms full
just
of scrolls.
just a mittful. Yeah, I will get to work. I will study. Thank you so much. I know my mom would be quite proud to know that we've met, and this is inspiring to me to learn the craft like she has. Thank you.
Knowing your mother at a young age and knowing you, I think she'd be proud as well.
Thank you.
Right. Anybody want to get the fuck out of here?
Yep.
Kind of sick of looking at all this shite that my
Can we
husband used to.
fireball this place?
Right. It was on the tip of my tongue, darling.
I'm with you.
You guys
Is
go.
there anything in the museum we want to keep?
I mean, yeah, we didn't really get to look at that.
You guys can make an investigation check and loot the
Well,
place before you leave.
Sure.
Oh, heck yeah.
Investigations all around.
Is that a bear cat? Yes.
Oh, that was almost good.
12.
12. Yeah, you've kind of always been fascinated with this sort of remorhaz skeleton that's been up in the corner, and you kind of climb up it a little bit and like rip out its two big canines,
Yeah.
and they're like as big as your forearm. These big, jagged, sharp teeth, not like round like regular canines. They're a little narrow, like and bladed, with like little jagged scars along the inside, like they're meant for tearing flesh off. And you managed to pull yourself off a couple of those. Right.
17.
17. You find yourself a little glass cabinet with a very interesting bow inside.
Ew.
And
Oh, not this again.
Do you
I'm
want
going
the cursed
to.
bow?
Yeah, well, this whole friggin' zombie horde attack.
Too bad you can't identify it, eh?
Yeah.
half a level away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I check for traps?
Like an investigation check. Yeah. That's what I was waiting for.
Guidance.
Yeah.
Arya pats your booty as she's running towards one of her own things.
I mean, I didn't see shit, so
What did you roll?
10.
You still see shit. There's a lot of shit.
It's a jackal. Dirty 20 plus 3, 23.
23. There is a little trap still
Yes.
woven into this little lock hole at the front of this opening glass cabinet, and you can see that it's old. And the spring with like a 23, you see it's old, and like the little wire bits and spring inside they're a little rusty, like stuff that Xandra wasn't able to polish off. Like maybe didn't even know was there. Probably didn't know was there.
Need to talk to
So-
David.
David. I'm not rusty. I polished them.
Yo, Rostin, you've got that mechanism thing that you had you given me before to try and break these.
It's a glass
locks.
cabinet.
Yeah.
Well,
We're not
the
coming back.
the lock picking thing.
I'm just gonna knock
let
it
me
over.
look here. And I pull out a bag full of jangling gears and dig. Let me see.
Just derail them in a minute.
There's a chance I may have gotten rid of it.
Not the end of the world, if not. But I thought I'd at least ask, mates.
I mean, it's an old mechanism. I'm sure you can do it with your lockpicks.
Springs, mechanisms, and
And
books. It's always the
Books.
The
it's
jowls.
the-
Just the emphatic jowls. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does not look like I have it.
Alright,
No worries. I'm going to.
Ren.
As you start to put your lock-picking tools in there to try and like disarm the trap, Ren just walks up and just pushes the thing over, and it just shatters, and the trap goes off, shoots into the ceiling, and a little dart stuck there, and the bow's just laying on the ground.
We're not coming back.
Fuck. All right. Yeah. If you've been through what I've been through, yeah, that's fine. All right. I'm gonna grab it.
You can add bird's hollow bone to your inventory.
Ooh,
that sounds fancy.
dang. Is it white? Like
He can tell you what it
bones?
looks like.
Birds.
Bird
Hollow.
apostrophe S.
Oh, I forgot the apostrophe.
Yeah. Dude, I made this easily a year ago. Wait, when was the last time? What?
It says no results found.
Is it bird with a Y?
No. B-R. B-R, that's the problem.
Oh, yeah, there it is. Got it.
B-I-R. Last time I modified this weapon, so it might be a little janky, we might have to workshop it a little bit, was the 9th of September. No, the 7th of September, 2023.
Well, this is interesting. So this magic bow adds +2 to attack and damage rolls. Magic bow looks like it was carved from ivory in a fascinating pattern of slim, hollow bones, like the wings of a bird, were laid bare and reshaped to craft the skeletal frame, strung with a jet black bowstring. Bow has 3 charges, recharges every day at dawn. When you use a charge, creatures larger or smaller hit by an attack from the bow are affected by a variant of the reverse gravity spell.
Oh gosh.
The creature can make a dex saving throw to resist the effect, DC 16, to grab onto a fixed object it can reach, thus avoiding the fall. The spell reverses gravity to a singular creature to a height of 50 feet. If some solid object, like a ceiling, is encountered, in this fall, the creature strikes it just as they would during a normal downward fall.
Yeah, I need to reword this a little bit better.
Yep. I was going to say slightly confusing. Ceilings are on the top. But if the creature reaches the top of an area without striking anything, it remains there, oscillating slightly for 12 seconds before the effect fades. So it's basically you shooting gravity at people.
So yeah, this definitely needs to be a little reworded. So if you use a charge and you hit somebody with an arrow, they basically gravity reverses. So if there's a ceiling, they take fall damage going up.
Got it.
And
That
then
makes more sense.
after 2 rounds, 12 seconds, unless they manage to grab something on the ceiling, they also fall back down and take the equal amount of fall damage.
Sick.
Can you shoot
Wow.
a flying object and make it fall then?
Whoa,
And-
wow, that's a evergreen question for for Shay Morrell. Let me think about that because I never thought about that. Yeah,
We were thinking that the after 50 feet gravity stays reversed for 2 rounds, not that it reverts back and they're just 50 feet higher.
Okay, well, we can workshop this. Anyway, you got Bird's Hollow Bone.
Yeah, sounds sick.
It is sick, and I'm gonna make sure to fucking write some rules in this motherfucker now. Arya had a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Shit.
Hold on, let me pull out a thing.
Just one last question on the bow. It just shoots regular arrows.
Yeah,
It just does
or-
regular piercing damage, but
yeah,
then
yeah,
effect-
yeah.
Plus
So
2
your
though.
ammunition is considered magical, just like with your Harrow's harp, and
it just does regular piercing damage and all that stuff. It's just
Yeah.
it also
So-
adds anti-gravity.
yeah,
Cool.
and so like you can just like toss people around with just like, that guy's a bit of a problem. Let's see if we can hit him with a thing where he's like poof, on the ceiling and then takes falling damage, and then he's like, okay, well now I have to do everything with disadvantage up here because I'm floating around, and then also poof, 2 rounds later I'm on the ground and I'm fucked up.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been holding on. I think I made that one initially when you guys got to Mir Turan.
Shit.
I
Here
thought
for it.
I was thinking I was gonna put it in that guy's what's his name? His little cellar with all the magical items.
Oh,
Guys-
yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna put it in there, and then I held off for a long time because you just got Harrow's harp
Yeah.
in the forest.
Here for it.
My homebrew creations load faster, motherfucker. Arya with a 10. Arya, you come up to a little glass cabinet with, and like a lot of the smaller items, they're all in these little like, little vestibule with like a glass cabinet or like a longer museum sort of shelf with glass casing over top. Everything is meant to be viewed. It is meant to be. It's
On
all supposed to be
display.
like, look what I've got. Come and see what I've got. I want to see what you got. And you find this little. It's a little shorter, and inside there is this beautiful tiara with a glistening sapphire adorned right in the middle.
I break the cabinet.
Make a dexterity saving.
Now you've got it. As you hear this, and Ren is standing next to you wearing this really big ball
Ball
gown.
gown.
It's like all crinoline and big poofy shoulders.
Is it one of those like the mesh cage gowns where it like comes out from the hips for like a foot and a half on all
I don't
sides?
think Victorian era came
I'm
with it.
imagining like really, really
She's just coming in like
awful-
this. Holding
Red's
the
coming in
dress.
like with hair that hasn't probably been washed in months.
No.
Just like really greasy hair, like kind of blood stained and tar stained fingers from all of her shit in the wild, and she's just like, "Look at me, I'm fancy. I've never seen clothes like this in my life. I thought you had to kill a wolf to make a clothes." You break the cabinet. What was your dex save?
7.
Okay.
Take cabinet damage.
What do you use to break the cabinet?
Nothing. I just pushed it over like Ren did.
Oh, okay. So you shove it over. Dex save with a 7. You still take 1 point of piercing damage.
All right.
The poison has long since been, it's long gone. After like 2 years of being in misuse or disuse, as it hits this sort of spring mechanism, same as the other one, just sort of like it comes out and ow. You're like, wait, am I gonna die? No, I feel okay. You can add a custom item just had Sapphire Tiara for now. It has a name, but I gotta look for it. Who do we have left here? We got
Falconer, Rostin, Boblin.
Rostin and Boblin.
And Ren.
And Ren.
And Wren. Rostin
I
and
rolled a 26.
Oh,
shit.
Damn.
shit.
Hot damn.
Okay. Rostin, you find a piece of a map. It's sort of tucked off. There's a little side room. Nobody else seems to have noticed. And it is it's like broom closet sized off to the right hand side of this main museum area. And you kind of come up to this door it's got like some scribblings on it in some certain languages on the outside. A glistening golden handle, and as you pull it, you see there's a light little flash of across these runes. Like there was a spell here, but it is long since depleted. And on the inside, you find just a little vestibule with a singular piece of a torn map on it.
What's on the map?
What's on the map?
It's
Gwen's head.
sort of hard to decipher. Tell you what, I gotta pee and I gotta look at my binder at the same time. So you guys,
Do I add a custom piece of a map or do I wait?
just give me a sec. Yeah, it's in my binder. I forgot about it.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do with these like tusks.
Quinn, which character you like playing more right now? You like playing Boblin or you like playing Kinneros?
Boblin, he's just like, I don't know, I feel so limited without spells. But I think that's because I started playing using spells. Like, he does have some though, like, there's some useful ones here. He's also like a ranger, so I need to like look into that more.
Yeah, ranged weaponry, whole sport. I'm finding out. Kind of excited to add some magic sauce onto those arrows. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I think our next stop will be to pick up Kinneros.
So the map is a little ambiguous. There's
Did we save that already?
I think so.
no. Did you save it when you fired it up?
Oh yeah, you said 82. You asked us, yeah.
Good habit to be in. The map is a little ambiguous, but it does have a symbol inscribed just so it's the top left-hand corner of what looks like 4/4 of a map, and right at the bottom right hand in this little ripped section you find this symbol.
Oh, what?
You couldn't hear me. I said, that's fun. It looks like a ladybug.
Huh.
Or a snail that's dripping.
Fascinating.
Whatever your heart desires.
Or like a really alien Wi-Fi symbol.
You're operating on Alien G.
Sweet.
I'm going to keep my binder on me because this has definitely been a place of information that I've been holding on to for a fucking minute. We got a boblin.
So is there something I could call that to add it, or just a piece of a map?
Yeah, just custom piece of map with symbol.
Okay.
I mean, you don't know what the symbol is. There's 6 other people in your party, though.
Okay.
Boblin.
What was your investigation check?
It was -1.
Oh,
Aye.
no!
How was that effect?
Uh,
That one, minus
Boblin.
one?
You have a -2 to... Investigation.
-1 to investigation. I don't know. It said -1. Or
Fast.
You
maybe
would have had
0.
to.
So, Boblin at this point has gone out for some fresh air. And Quirky's kind of like been peeking around the gate. It's like, is it safe? Boblin, I see you. Is it safe in here? Do I have to fly the plane?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever you are.
All right, you want to get high?
Yeah.
All right. And Boblin and Quirky took up outside. Who did we have left? We had Wren
Is
Falconer.
Falconer looking?
and Falconer. Wren first.
16.
16. As you're traipsing around in your dress.
I'm doing spins.
You've never felt so pretty.
Look how it bellows out.
Every word
Every
you say,
time I
the
talk,
accent
it's a different
changes.
accent. I'm from all over the world.
Yeah.
World tour. Oh, it's called Circlet of the Moon. Add a custom item because I'm not done building it. Oh, man. Just heard a cat jump off the counter upstairs.
I mean, it could have been Tony off of anything.
What a
Because
unit.
he's a Chonkosaurus Rex.
I think, if anything, I would probably be trying to focus on trying to find some sort of light armor. Would probably catch my eye the most.
Looking around, there's not a lot of light armor. A lot of like ancient, bronzed, and like full suits of initialed or branded armors from ancient warriors past. This guy was a very astute collector, Mr. McCragen.
That's another word for he was
You got it.
Eccentric?
an ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
That works.
You find a little display. This one's not encased in glass, and it has these two little wooden, like concave holders, and within is sort of this ram's horn with a brass tip, like a war horn, and it looks like it's in pristine condition, and it has like a bit of a sort of like, as you touch it, it has sort of like a sort of like this resonance that runs through your fingers.
So this horn vibrates?
Whoa.
Yes. You can add custom item, because another thing I'm not finished building because I have a lot to do today. You can add the Horn of Order, a custom item. It's here. I'm just not done.
What you want, player?
And then we got Falconer. What's does anybody have Falconer pulled up? What's his investigation?
I do not, but I can get it.
I rolled a nat 2,
Ooh.
which was very close to a nat 20.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They're kissing.
You said it was a ram's horn?
It's so yeah, it's like a battle horn.
It's just a straight.
It is
Horn,
straight, not curved. Yeah, but it looks like a ram, like the same kind of striations.
Right.
Imagine the ale you could drink from that. Oh.
But it has like a
Falconer.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you said
It's a
okay.
horn.
Horn of Order.
I thought it was like a
Plus
horn.
5.
Plus 5, so that's a 7. Magnus, not Magnus, fucking Falconer is like looking around, seeing you guys are all doing good. He kind of leans up against a wall and his shoulder bumps a painting and it sort of. He's like, oh, man, look like a hidden safe, and you guys get 500 gold.
Fun.
Cool.
Hey, Xander. You've been around here a ton, right? What would you do with these?
Like more than a ton.
At least 2
Sorry
tons.
to interrupt. I know I can derail you.
What would you do with these, like, teeth? If you could, like, would you, like, put them on, like, shoulders of, like, armor or something? Or would you make it into, like, a double-sided, like, ice pick? Or, I mean, like...
Well, I mean, the Romaraz fangs are famous for their piercing ability and their ability to tear flesh. You could do all sorts of things with them, I suppose, my love.
Probably a sword, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like a double-bladed scimitar or something, or you could use them as sort of daggers, or you could have them infused with magical properties.
What? How?
Magical practitioners. Find yourself someone who does enchantments, or
Right. Okay.
We could workshop that, mate. Yeah, use Roston over here. He's a tinkering mastermind.
as Roston comes out of this back room with this little piece of map, just like trying to figure out which way is north on it.